Hello and welcome. I am back. I'm not used to talking this much, especially on camera, but I don't know, I just have been liking making more talking videos and just sitting down and talking. I was also very surprised to see a lot of people, or to me it's a lot of people who watched my last video about being quiet, and I was very surprised and also very comforted too, because basically all the comments were saying how they can relate to it. And I also got some very, very sweet comments about the overall video and my channel, so very grateful. Honestly though, sometimes if a video does do better than normal, I feel this pressure that I have to make something really good for my next video, or reach a certain expectation. But I'm not a inspirational speaker, or I don't know if I can bring anything that will change anyone's life, but I just want to provide a safe and comfortable space. So for this one, I wanted to keep it a little lighter, and I want to talk about things that make me happy, and I hope it can also be a time for you to think about things that make you happy, because it is good for us, for our brains, to dwell in the positives. And there's so much of it. I know that the world is such a scary place, especially if you watch the news and everything, but there is also a lot of good that often gets overlooked at times. So this can be a time to really think about those things, even if it's a really small thing. It's usually in the very small things that bring us a lot of joy. So I have my cup of soy milk. I will be sipping on this as we speak. This specific soy milk is so good. I don't even know if it's soy milk. It might be it's like one of those Korean grain milks that come in the little pouches. Did some journaling and came up with 10 things that make me happy. Some of them are a little cliche, some are very small things. I will read off of this list. Number 1 is a warm bed on a cold night. You know when you when your whole room is freezing cold, but then you get in bed and it's you're trapped in this warmth and heat? That really makes me happy. Number 2 is listening to a song I've been saving up so I don't get too used to it. I've actually been doing this with Rose's new album. When it first came out, I listened to it a lot, but then I realized I was getting too used to it, and so I kind of wanted to save it up. And so what I've been doing is listening to one song from her album that I like after I come out of the shower, and it's such a good feeling. It feels like I worked for it, and it's rewarding in a way. Music is a precious thing. It shouldn't be a normal thing that we just expect, because music is art, and art is good for us. Number 3 is taking photos of a pretty sunset, or the first few excited moments when I meet a friend. I don't know if I worded this correctly, but when you meet a friend, or say I picked up a friend and I was waiting in front of her house, and the moments leading up to her walking out and getting in my car, it's so exciting, because it's that's when it hits me that I'm with the friend and their presence is part of my presence, if that makes sense. Number 5 is the relief of coming home after driving through traffic. This is especially true if I'm driving on the freeway. When I get home, there's so much relief in my body, because I'm I did something that was really hard for me, but I did it and I made it home, and I made it home safely. And I don't know if this is more relief than happiness, but I guess it can be happiness too. Number 6 is the first sip of a matcha iced or hojicha latte, sweetened too. Those are just my preferences, but I don't know what it is about the first sip. It's just amazing. I mean, maybe this goes for any other drink. Number 7 is skipping. Instead of walking, when you skip, there's just so much good energy from skipping, and I think it should be another mode of transportation. I like to skip sometimes when I'm with friends, not by myself. Also, actually, it's good to skip when you are by yourself too, like when you're walking home, or if it's like late at night and there might be like dangerous people. Sometimes you need to do something that is out of the ordinary so that people don't try to harm you. Number 8 is drinking water from a cup that I like. I have a cup right here. This is a cup that I like, and I love drinking water from it I love drinking anything from it because the item itself is beautiful to me, and when I drink from it, I'm like utilizing its function. Something like that. It just makes me happy. Number 9 is cream pasta. Self-explanatory. And number 10 is clam chowder, which is also self-explanatory. Except maybe not for people who don't like seafood. But I really enjoy seafood. That is my list, and I think writing this kind of stuff down, especially with a little bit more descriptive words, it helps you, it like makes you envision it too, and then you get to relive this moment of happiness. So this is so good. And the same thing can be done for gratitude, things that I am grateful for, and writing down specific moments or things, people. I really like lists, I think. Like to-do lists of things that make me happy, things that I'm grateful for, goals that I have, goals for the new year, or even like a list of things that I have accomplished this year. Highly recommend making a list of things. This is like such a small activity to do, but it really makes you sit and think. But I also wanted to share and show some objects that make me happy. I have been busy with school because it's actually finals week. I made something for my arts final that I thought I might show. There was a specific prompt for this final, but on top of those themes, I wanted to make an object that was comforting, and so I made this little book. The theme is surrounding 2020, the year 2020, and the things that happened then, and thinking about the positive things that happened during a time of chaos. And so I designed the inside pages. The spine, I used a kettle stitch, I think that's what it's called, because I wanted the spine to be exposed, and I really liked how it came out. And then after that, I attached this fur fabric. Yeah, I will be presenting this on Monday. Things that make you happy can also be things that you make yourself, and I think that's what I really like about design. I get to design things that I like and that I can physically print out or make and construct and have in my hands tangibly, and that makes me happy. So I wanted to show that. And the last thing I wanted to show, this is like a show and tell, but it's this. It's another tangible object that makes me happy. These are calico critters. They are like a kid's toy, but not just for kids. But this is a blind box set, so I will be getting one of these. And this is a baby party series, so they're all like celebrating something. Maybe we'll open this together. The one with the piano or the one with the strawberry cake. But all of them are really cute. my gosh, it's the one with the strawberry cake. I've actually been doing research on it for my senior thesis. I took a senior thesis class I had to for my graduation requirements. And I did some research on why things like blind boxes and small trinkets like this are such a big thing for adults. And there are a lot of reasons why, but one of them is the sense of touch. I think that's why I like calico critters, because they're all very like soft to touch. I thought there could be a way for this guy to like interact with the cake, but it's just this. But that's okay. But anyways, the sense of touch is a big factor. But another thing is the scale. These are so tiny, and I learned that when things are scaled down in size, it provides a sense of cuteness because we associate it with babies, since babies are cute and small. Something like that. I submitted a whole paper about it this past week, so that's an update. I'm still in school and I am finishing up this semester, and this project is the last final that I have, and everything else I've already submitted and presented. This is my new friend. That's all I had for today. Everyone is doing well, finding things that make them happy. I hope you have a good week ahead. I usually post my videos on Monday, so if this goes up on Monday, then I hope the rest of your week is a good one. But even if it's not, that's okay, because, you know, life does do that sometimes. And also be mindful of social media use, because it just seems like everyone is, you know, living their best lives, but that's probably not true. Everyone goes through things, and social media is the thief of joy, is what people say, right? Social media is the thief of joy. Yes. So go outside, breathe in the fresh air. Also, if you are new here, welcome, and thank you for being here. Your presence does mean a lot, and I don't know what I can offer, but I do like to talk about just sharing my experiences as a 22-year-old design student living in LA. That is all. Goodbye.